it's difficult, isn't it, to move away from our busy lives, to be really intentional about our sexual world and our intimate world. Because we tell ourselves there's no time, we're really busy, we've got things to do, we've got families, we've got financial issues, we're trying to get a new job, or whatever it may be. So you do have to kind of spend intentional time just being with yourself to work out what you need, what you don't need, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy. And if you're in a relationship, to think about how you progress that relationship, how you develop that relationship. Because I think so often we're just so busy, we just don't allow ourselves the time to do that.
For all of those reasons that you mentioned, jobs, children, parents, responsibilities, the house, the car, whatever it is, quite often they can come above our own feelings and intimacy with our partners. If someone was listening to this and they are literally thinking, I don't know where to start to be intentional, what would you say to them?
I would say if you can find 10, 15 minutes a day to just be with yourself, to not put any pressure to think about anything, let's call it meditation, let's call it mindfulness, let's call it, enjoying time with you, however you want to package that, just some time away from everybody and everything where you can just be with you. And I often say to clients, it's you and your breath, that's the relationship, you and your breath, and you just stay with you. Often what happens from that space is that you allow yourself that, I suppose you give yourself permission to think about what you enjoy and what feels good. Oftentimes we don't give ourselves the space to do that. And that could be for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's easier to stay busy than it is to actually just sort of sit down and think about what's going on within our own bodies and our own mind. It's so much easier to rush to work, to do the presentation at work, or to go grocery shopping or whatever it may be. But actually, if I were to say to you, can you just be still? And I know with the clients that I work with, that's sometimes quite difficult to do.